Have you ever been called strong so many times that you stopped giving yourself permission to be anything else but strong, dependable, reliable, consistent, resilient, the one who always figures it out, the one who keeps going, the one who survives anything that is being thrown at her or him? At first it sounds like a compliment, and maybe it is. But what happens when being strong becomes your identity? What happens when everyone expects you to carry everything? And what happens when you also start expecting it from yourself? Welcome back with Unmask with Ladun. Today I want to talk about something I think many women experience but rarely admit: the exhaustion that comes from always being the strong one. And I have noticed something about strong people. People admire their strength a lot, but very few people ask what that strength costs. They see the achievements, they see the smile, they see the perseverance, they see the resilience, but what they don't always see are the private battles. The moments when you are tired, the moments when you are uncertain, the moments when you are carrying more than you can explain, the moments when you wish someone would simply ask, "How are you really doing?" Not the polite version, but the honest version. For a very long time, I wore strength like armor. I believed strength meant pushing through. Strength meant not quitting. Strength meant finding a solution all the time. Strength meant carrying responsibility. Strength meant handling things on my own. And if I am being fair, that mindset helped me survive many seasons. It helped me move forward. It helped me rebuild. It helped me to take risks. It helped me to keep going when things were difficult. But eventually, I discovered something. The strategies that help us survive one season can become the very things that hurt us in another. Because there comes a point in life where strength stops protecting you and starts isolating you. And some of us have become so good at carrying things that we don't even realize how heavy the load has become. We carry expectations, we carry disappointments so well, we carry responsibilities, we carry dreams. In fact, we carry other people's opinions, we carry unfinished goals, we carry the pressure of where we think we should be by now. And because we've carried these things for so long, they begin to feel normal. We suddenly forget what it feels like to put them down. One of the hardest truths I've had to confront is this: just because I can carry something doesn't mean I should. I'll say that again. Just because I can carry something doesn't mean I should. Because capability can become dangerous. When people know you are capable, they expect more. When you yourself know you are capable, you expect more from yourself. And before you realize it, you are carrying responsibilities that were never yours to carry. You are carrying expectations that were never yours to meet in the first place. You are carrying pressure that was never yours to own. And now, you are exhausted. Not because you are weak, but because you have been carrying so much for too long. This brings me to one of the reasons many strong women struggle with rest. Rest feels unfamiliar. Rest feels uncomfortable. Rest feels unproductive. So even when our bodies are tired, our minds keep running, keep thinking, keep planning, keep analyzing, keep worrying, trying to solve tomorrow's problem today. And eventually you discover that you reach a place where you are physically present but emotionally depleted. You are functioning but you are not flourishing. You are surviving but you are not enjoying the life you are building. You know what? I have had seasons where I was chasing goals so intensely that I forgot to ask myself an important question, which is, who am I becoming while pursuing these dreams. Because achieving goals matters, building businesses matters, creating impact matters, but not at the expense of your peace, not at the expense of your joy, not even at the expense of your relationship with God, not at the expense of your health either. And you know, one thing I've learned about success is not just about arriving somewhere, it is about arriving there whole. One thing I have been learning about strength also is that strength and vulnerability are not opposites. Because for years I thought they were. You can't be strong and be vulnerable at the same time. I thought vulnerability meant weakness. I thought asking for help meant weakness. I thought admitting exhaustion meant weakness. I thought slowing down meant weakness. But now I see it differently. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is admit you are tired and be tired. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is to say no and mean it. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is to ask for support with your full chest. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is to stop pretending everything is okay. Because real strength isn't pretending you have no limits or you have no weaknesses. Real strength is having the wisdom to recognize them. And just maybe you've been carrying something silently. Maybe you are carrying financial pressure. Maybe you are carrying family expectations. Maybe you are carrying the weight of starting over. Maybe you are carrying dreams that haven't happened yet. Maybe you are carrying disappointments. Maybe you are carrying fear. Whatever it is, I want you to hear this. You don't have to prove your worth through exhaustion. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to justify every moment of stillness. Because your value is not determined by how much you carry. Your value is not determined by how much you achieve. Your value is not determined by how strong everyone thinks you are. And I think the most important lesson I am learning in this season is that strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is the courage to be honest about it. Strength is knowing when to push and when to pause. Strength is knowing when to carry and when to release. Strength is trusting that your life won't fall apart simply because you stopped carrying the world on your shoulders. So today, I want to leave you with a question like I always do. What are you carrying that you were never meant to carry? And what will happen if you finally put it down? I want you to reflect on this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and thank you for being part of this journey. And also, thank you for giving yourself permission to unmask. I will see you in the next episode of Unmask with Ladon. Until then, remember, you don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to carry everything alone. And you don't have to exhaust yourself just to prove to the world that you are strong. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. Toodles.